Right, hello guys. So today we're going to talk about The Walking Dead, Dead City, Season 2, Episode 1. So, I don't know if it's something that people have already brought up, but to me it just kind of makes Maggie's character just one of the worst characters in the whole show, in the whole Walking Dead universe, the TV universe. Because flipping at the end of Season 11 of the original show, because I just wanted to get this out of the way before I actually talk about the episode. I just don't understand why Maggie took her shoe out this whole time. Like, bro. Just why? I don't know why she made Herschel leave the Commonwealth and put him in like a dangerous place, Babylon. I mean, when I look on Wikipedia and stuff, just Google it. Like it says that she left because of I guess she doesn't like authority and stuff. But the people who took over was flipping Ezekiel. I can't remember if Gabriel's one of them, but yeah, Ezekiel. So to me, things would have been a lot better with them in charge. And I feel like he's more freeing than Pamela and stuff. So to me, it makes no sense. Hirsch would have been way more safe. All the events of what happened in season one would have never happened. Hirsch wouldn't have been tortured and kidnapped. And now he has an obsession with what they what that place is and what they did to him. And I'll get to the ending of what must be going on in that place anyway. And why he wants to go back so bad. But yeah, we kind of start the episode off because yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Like, I just don't understand why Maggie's here because she's basically putting Hershey in danger. But yeah, the episode starts off with I guess the people that have Negan capturing like a walker because I guess instead of Negan actually fully being in charge, he's basically a prisoner. Which of course, because we know the real person in charge, that woman. Yeah, and I guess using walkers for like fuel to actually bring power to the place back. Yeah. And then you get to see some Maggie and Herschel. And I feel like he's actually a decent actor. Yeah, definitely already better than Carl Grimes. And I actually feel for him because at this point I'm just like, Maggie, you're one of the worst characters in the whole show, man. Like, what are you doing? Why are you even putting him through this? If you truly wanted to move on, you would actually set your the things you have against the Commonwealth aside and actually put your son in a safe environment and you can actually have something that's more like the normal world instead of making him stay in this place that's flipping dangerous. Yeah. And it seems like flipping people who could be in charge could just flip at any second. Yeah. Because you've got that black guy there who's currently in charge. You've got I guess the person that Negan was looking after, but then she found out Negan killed her father. So I don't know if her story is going to be like wanting to kill Negan or something. Probably more than probably Maggie. I don't even know what Maggie truly wants at this point. Obviously, she wants to keep Herschel safe, so she's willing to like go back to the same place because she's forced to, basically. Yeah, I guess to know what she's capable of. So and then Negan is just being held prisoner, even though it looked like he was fully in power at the end of season one, which is kind of funny to see because he basically didn't want to give up Herschel and Maggie's location because I guess he has some kind of importance to that woman. I guess. Yeah. And it seems like this guy is pretty nice to Negan. The best he can do anyway, that is allowed to do. And you got this guy who used to be under Negan's thumb. Yeah. Kind of trying to force him to go back to his old ways. And then Negan, even though he's living so badly, eating cockroaches and stuff, having to do his business in buckets, he's like, man, this is better than not even having anything. So, he gets mad from that. Yeah. So they kind of have to step things up, which we'll get to when we get to that scene. Yeah. So yeah, we kind of see a lot of new characters, and we get to see the guy who's now the colonel of the place. Yeah. So he's kind of got promoted after season one, and as you can see on the white, you probably can recognize her from Orange Is the New Black. So it's good to see her. Seems like she's going to be a pretty tough character. Yeah, willing to do anything. And then we've got her too. So these are like some of the new characters that have a bit of authority, I guess. Yeah. Try to see where they'll go with this story, I guess. Yeah. But instantly you just see him handing someone, which again, Maggie, why are you putting Herschel in a place like this when he could have been in a Commonwealth living a normal life? It's just It makes no sense to me. Maggie to me is just completely stupid. She's been stupid for a long time anyway. Yeah. And then you've got Negan just trying to protect her, not revealing where, Herschel is because they want him so bad for some reason. Because he must have some kind of information to the point where he's seen characters, some of these newer characters, asking Herschel for information about the place that he was in. So Herschel must have seen something that's got him so like addicted to that place, and maybe probably made. I feel like that woman kind of made him feel important, like made Herschel feel important. So maybe that's why he has some kind of clinging to her, even though she basically tortured him and kidnapped him. But yeah, we'll find out soon anyway, since they kind of teased a lot of what's probably going to happen with that at the end of this episode anyway. Then you've got her trying to be more like nice to Negan, but then reveals that, she has Negan's family. So now Negan is basically forced to work with her, and then Maggie's probably going to see this and wants to either kill him again or just hate him again. And Negan's probably not going to get really the chance to explain straight away, so yeah, that's going to make them butt heads once again. And then she'll forgive him, even though we see with like Lucille, she's not going to use it on Negan, maybe on like the leader of the place, which I'd like to see. Yeah, that would be a nice way to kill her. I mean, she already got a brutal death in Ozark, so I'd love to see her get a brutal death in this. Lol. Yeah. And like I said, like it's just people are asking information about the place that he was at because they don't really have that information themselves. They've only read it from books. Yeah. And yeah, she's getting forced to like be a part of an operation because she was there before, so she'll probably have more ways to get through things easier. Yeah. And they basically could get the chance to actually have power so they can actually help a lot more people. Because who knows what they're gonna do with it? Probably nothing really. Nothing truly useful. I think they're just going about the plan and whatever. Then I guess she has to prove herself, but then I guess the girl that Maggie was protecting also wants to join, and Maggie doesn't want her to because she made a promise to Negan, which I'm surprised she even cares. Yeah. But yeah, she ends up killing all the walkers, and the girl does a pretty good job too. She's definitely a survivor. And then you got Negan being forced to put some order into this place. And I don't know if he's gonna also reveal where Herschel is, so we'll see where that goes. Yeah. So yeah, it's just basically trying to show who's gonna be leading I guess the battle against the people who are coming, Babylon. So yeah. But a lot of them don't really want to side with Negan, so I was thinking we was gonna see something where Negan just Lucille someone. But I guess the guy on the left just puts something on his back which electrocutes him. Yeah. So he doesn't really kill him. But yeah, they probably just want like fear inside of them, so they'll have to fight, just like the old days when you had the sanctuary. Yeah. I don't even know if I can even show anything else because it's just not really picking up right now. But yeah. As for the rest of the episode, I guess they end up going inbound. She says goodbye to Herschel, and you get to see Herschel with all these drawings, which I guess Maggie kind of saw him before she left as well. And, like she was getting worried and started crying and stuff, and she's trying to say that she truly does care. And you're just seeing Herschel getting angry, having some actual good acting on like Chandler Riggs, which is funny. It's just funny we've probably seen way better acting from flipping Herschel's actor than actually Chandler Riggs, and he had like 8 seasons of The Walking Dead, man. Crazy. But yeah. Even though I like Chandler Riggs, but he just never really had like a really great performance or on the level of Andrew Lincoln, which barely anyone in the show was able to reach those heights. There's only like a few, like John Bernthal, Danai Guerrero, just all of them. Some of the villains, Jeffrey D. Morgan's like became my favorite character, so yeah, him too. But Chandler Riggs was going up against like some A-list talent. Well, he grew up with A-list talent, so you just would have thought that he would have got better as the show went on with his acting. Yeah, but oh well, because they really just had a cheat code in near the end of The Walking Dead when we were seeing Herschel go up because they did tons of timescapes. Then in Dead City, you probably just got like a new actor. Because I don't know if it was like 5 or 6 at the end of The Walking Dead, then it's probably like either 10, 11, 12 now or something like that. So it's a lot older. So of course they could easily just get a better actor. who hasn't, you know, been with this show for a long time. Even though, again, I thought you like Chandler Wicks would have got better, but whatever. But yeah, I'm looking forward to see what they do with him. Like they kind of focus on like one of the last shots when he's looking at the pictures, like the place that he was at, and then and in the bushes we hear like a huge war. So I don't know if they're gonna end up revealing more strange creatures. Yeah, probably like the best probably scene in the episode is when Maggie's talking with Herschel and they're talking about him catching a butterfly together. Probably one of their best memories they had together. Since most of the time she was just obsessed with Negan and wanting to kill him. So yeah, not truly moving on, and he feels like he was like Maggie wasn't truly his mother because she was more obsessed over someone that killed her husband, I guess. Where she did decide to move on and just give all her love to Herschel. Yeah, she was still obsessed with Negan, even though you had your chance to kill him and you didn't do it. So why didn't you just move on from there? Like to me, from season 9, this story with her and Negan should have been over. Their feud. And then even again in season 11, the perfect place where it should have been over. Then you've got this whole show, which the same stuff again. It's just bruh. When's it gonna end? Because I know it's just gonna be mad with Negan again if he's actually gonna reveal where Herschel is and stuff. And I don't even know if he'd actually try and help him, which I think he would, because that's what Negan is. But he's also gonna have to worry about his family. So yeah, Negan's in a tight position where Maggie. She could have just left with Herschel and gone to the Commonwealth. To me, that would have been the best choice instead of staying in Babylon where anything could happen. You could get executed, hanged, and stuff. So, to me, it's a stupid choice. Even after all this, she decides to go back to Babylon and not decide to leave and go to the Commonwealth. But to have a show, I guess, it's just as when a show goes on for so long, you just notice all the flaws. It's hard to. And I don't even get me started with Daryl Dixon's show, like. I've seen people take the piss out of it with TikToks. Yeah, like Dell's still looking for Rick. If The Walking Dead was still on for like flipping who knows how many seasons, like over 20 seasons, and he still haven't found Rick, which is a joke. Because flipping, it'd be funny if flipping Morgan still hasn't even got back to Alexandria yet to see Rick, which is something I wish we got to see. I still wish we got to see some movies, but what can you do? But yeah, that's all I got to say really. Hope you enjoyed my review. You can leave a love, like, whatever I should call it on TikTok, but yeah, because I'm used to YouTube, but yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.